So, where is this sort of like... Oh, I can level him up. Nice. Yeah, he leveled up. Good. Where's his... Oh, here it is. Yeah, approval +5. Yeah, this is his sort of agreement or disagreement sort of thing. Yeah, okay, so it went up slightly. Let's level you up, Alistair. Because what I'm thinking is, from last time... let's have some more... Dodging coming blows. Again, I think I'll stick 2 in Constitution and 1 in Dexterity. So it gets hit less, and when he gets hit, it can take more damage. Because I'm thinking is having him as sort of like someone to take the enemies to him. Because I've noticed that it works very much like an MMO. And that when my character does a lot of damage, say with this lightning spell thing down here, yeah, the shock, you know, aggroes all the enemies. They all come after you. But I know Alistair has within his skill tree, him somewhere around here, or maybe the other one, this, whatever they are, special abilities. He has that sort of aggroing, come to me sort of skill. So that in conjunction with this damaging mage, you know, could work quite well. And I have another mage there I'm going to have a look at. Small bonus to armor and attack. Warriors and rogues in top tier weapons and talents. So that seems like definitely the way to go. And then we'll concentrate on other things possibly. Next. Here we are. Taunt. A mocking bellow catches the attention of nearby foes, increasing their hostility towards the warrior. Frightening appearance increases the effect. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to get frightening appearance. But yeah, that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, taunt. And we're going to have that in his quick bar and probably set up a tactic to... So he does that whenever an enemy attacks one of these guys. Probably. Yeah. Alistair. Alright, so minus 10% or less, health potus, least powerful. It's only a thingy thing. Alright, so let's see. Enemy... this might take a little while. Sorry, guys. Status? No. Oh, hang on. Hero? That's me. Right, status being attacked? Being attacked by type of unit, being attacked by anything really, but yeah, melee especially. I want you to do your taunt. There we go. Okay, I think that'll be fine. Just like that. Yeah, okay. I'll just do that. Save. Except I do want to do the same thing. Morrigan. When you're being attacked in melee, use your taunt. And then we'll put something else as well. Like enemy is... Oh, well there we go. Maybe I should have done it that way instead. Main character taunt? I'm not sure. Oh god, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I think... Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I went back to desktop. I got a little tab sort of like button on over my like on top of my escape key, and I was trying to get out of this stuff. Anyway, that'll do for that. Morrigan. Hello. We've got all these codexes and stuff. Right, okay, let's just do this. So, Isle of Redcliffe. Alistair thinks you should seek out the help of Eamon Wearing, the Isle of Redcliffe. Isle Eamon is highly respected, noble, that has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Loghain's betrayal. Paragon of a kind. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Ozamar, and earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops of your army. And the Danish elves. Same thing. They may still order the old Warden treaties, go to daily shelves and seek their help. I think these two are going to be there for a while. The Broken Circle. Circle Magi is good powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will provide formidable, prove formidable against the Darkspawn. In Lake. Yeah, I know, because I've been there. That's where I came from. Yeah, there's that. Okay. The Jetta in Redcliffe. So we are gonna. I think we're gonna head there first. Now, a codex for 3 of you. So, Ali Eamon Gweering. I don't even know this guy, but apparently he's the paternal king of King Kalain. Ali Eamon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a larger, especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is critically strategic. Critically strategic location. God damn it! The fortress guards the western path. The fortress guards the western path that leads to Orlais, as well as a major trade route with Ozamar. Oh, there we go. The well-respected man, though not the most charismatic. King Kalain once said of him, "My uncle Eamon is a man everyone thinks well of when they remember to think of him that at all." Flemeth. Okay, well, I guess Morrigan might have told us this. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harboured a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever. And for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with this verse. They turned to the Kisind tribes for help and hid from Conobar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Conobar was dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap! Conobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted magian creature, she slaughtered Conobar and all of his men, and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Kisind to sire monstrous daughters. Blimey. Horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kakiri witches led an army of Kisind from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now, the wilders whisper that Flemeth lives in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death atop the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. So whether we want to believe all that is another matter. And Morrigan. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, the Morrigan might be a very powerful witch. For the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment Flemeth said for saving their lives in the Tower of Ishal. And that is that. Alright, I think that was everything, apart from have a little look at Morrigan here and see how you are. So let's have a look. You got a magic staff. Got anything better for you, maybe? Nope. Oh yeah, one other thing. I'm sure you had a dagger equipped. I think I might have taken that off you already. Okay, because that is not something... I keep wanting to click these, because that's how it works in Baldur's Gate. You click the portraits rather than these arrows. Anyway, so you got a magic staff, which is good, and I don't think I have another one to replace it with. You got Morrigan's robes, a little cold, 10% cold damage, got to remember that. And that's it, +1 willpower and +10 magic resistance. Bit of armor. Blood Dragon plate? No. An iron ring and one's oath, yeah, I'm not wearing that. Alright, so I think we're okay. I will have a look at crafting at some point to see what spells she has. By that I have to go into here. I'll have a look at her willpower. Magic is high. Constitution. Special talents. She can turn into a spider, can she? Okay. Gaining a large bonus to nature resistance as well as a spider's web and poison spit abilities. The caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. The Master Shapeshifter. With Master Shapeshifter, this mage becomes a corrupted spider, growing still stronger and gaining the overwhelming ability. So, or a bear, or a flying swarm, and yeah, there's Master Shapeshifter. So what have you got? So cold damage, Winter's Grasp and Frost weapons. People have been telling me that Winter's Grasp is excellent, and I was thinking about taking it, but for role-playing purposes, I think I'm going to keep Morrigan in the party, probably, though I can't say that for certain. And so Winter's Grasp is now an option, so that's kind of nice. What else have we got here? Yeah, Spirit, huh? And Entropy. That's quite handy, actually, because I have... Verax has Creation, she has none of that, so it's mixing things up. So she's got this Winter's Grasp and the Lightning, which I also have, and Frost weapons, sustained ability, you've got Mind Blasts, Wave stuns enemies caught in the sphere, that's good. And so she's more an entropy sort of thing, so target suffers a hex that inflicts penalties to cold resistances basically, which will be useful combined against other spells. Disorient, the caster engages subtle mental manipulation that disorientates the target for a short time, making the target less effective in combat. Okay, and Horror, cowering fear, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Okay, and Drain Life. Oh, so it's like a blood bridge sort of thing. Nice. Okay then. There's Drain Life, Disorient, Vulnerability, Hex. I like how it also gives you all of the spells like just here as well, and all of the descriptions for it. That's very nice. So I think we have a good mix of mages actually, which is good. Which is good. Right then, where are we going? The world map. Yes. Okay. Let's go that way. Gather your party metaphor. Nice reference. Yes. Okay. Oh, we finally get to see the world map. Finally. So that's where I'm from. That's the there's the circle tower up there. This is the dwarves. Maybe. Oh, there's Red Cliff. West to Orlais, the coastland. So, yeah, there's Lothering. Oh, the party camp. This is where I can talk to people. That's where I am now, isn't it? Or maybe not. I'm going to click it anyway, because it was there. Yeah, okay, so we're on the way and we're camping. And this is where we talk to people, and they tell us information about themselves. Where is Morrigan? It's not to Alistair anyway. Maybe Morrigan's not in the party enough just yet that he that she has anything to say. Or maybe she's over here. Yeah, there she is. She's got her own. She's sort of camping apart. So we have 4 tents between the two of us. It's kind of greedy. Where the hell do we get this massive? Look at that massive lump of cheese! Oh my god! I'm in heaven. That is one epic lump of cheese. Anyway, hi.
What do you need?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Just thought you might need to talk, man.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There is no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the... Oh, I suppose that's nice. He had you. I think that's an excellent idea, actually. Yeah.
I think he came from Hyeba, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Actually, no. Not since I went to the tower. Yeah, I am relatively sheltered in that sort of way.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
He was a friend of mine too. Anytime. Just don't tell anyone. Maybe I'll get to Hyeva with you when you go. Yeah, maybe. I mean, do you want to hang out afterwards, have a few beers maybe when it's all done?
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alright, good. Okay, and +4. So, I mean, this kind of makes sense. I mean, it might have been... Morrigan did say that it wasn't very far to this place. Lorrington, whatever it's called. But maybe we had to circle around some darkspawn or something, and it got dark, so we decided to camp out. And... yeah, you built this for the night? That's impressive.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
How did you become a shape changer? Did you grow up in the Kakiri wilds? Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry? Is Flemeth really what she seems to be? Yeah.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
And nothing all bad. Human? That's good. We'll do that one.
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
Alright, it's not Cassind, it's chastened. Remember that, you know. It's because I don't play this game that often as I would want. Other things get in the way, so I only play it once a week at best. And so when I see a word like chastened, I go back to how I think I should, you know, I haven't heard it pronounced for maybe a week or more, so I just go back to how I think it should be pronounced or how I see it, and yeah, I was wrong. Okay, so hang on, what did you say? Okay, so we know about this tale because we read about it. I've heard a little of it, I suppose. But I am more interested in the truth, yeah, because I've already heard the stories.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
How long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Wow, he sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen, even though he sold her?
That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
But of course she would say that. Which, she never invaded or he never defeated her? Yeah, let's be a bit skeptical.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
This is really, I mean, this is like an excellent sort of little story, and I'm sure there's lots of them in the game, but just the writing and the imagination to come up with this sort of thing. The people who behind it must be very knowledgeable in sort of folklore and tales, because all of this sort of thing stems from what you already know, and so studying history and myths and legends and stuff like that can give you a whole lot of insight and what's the word I'm looking for? Inspiration for this sort of thing, and to have this sort of relatively complex plot for something that is not really part of the game. It's more of like the folklore and stuff. You know, it's very impressive, and they've put a hell of a lot of work into this sort of thing. So, how is it that she survived for so long? I'm not going to ask if you believe her, because actually I will. Yeah. Let's check, because I'm assuming that she does believe Flemeth, because being her mother and all that, but maybe Morrigan, I gotta give the benefit of the doubt, and maybe she is a little bit skeptical, even though she's been with her all her life, and it'll be interesting to see whether Morrigan's a little more, you know, how open-minded she is and whatever.
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
Yeah, so she's smart, is Morrigan, you know, I mean, even though that's the only sort of version she's ever really been told, it's she's still got that element of doubt and skepticism, rather than just believing it blindly, which I like. So how has she survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
And the legend tells about her having many daughters?
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
And why would she refuse to speak of them? Probably because it's too painful, or whatever. I'll have to see.
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters.
Oh.
They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Maybe. But are abominations usually insane horrors, or is that just something I've been told as part of the rhetoric of me growing up and not wanting to become one?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
It all sounds like hogwash. After all that, I'm going to say hogwash! Ah, poppycock! Ah, it was interesting, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but You are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Nice. There is nothing really to say about her. Never really knew her, did I? So I can't say I love her. Someone that I never really knew. So there is nothing much to say about her, honestly.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, +3. That's nice. Yeah. So this party camp will be coming here quite often and speaking to these people.
What do you wish of me?
Let's just see if there's anything else.
If you must.
Of course, there's so many things I could ask, but I think we have tarried here for quite a while. I want to keep the LP moving a little way. I know I've been playing for about an hour now and nothing actually has happened apart from speaking.
What do you need?
Which is obviously a big part of...
Ask away.
Yes, there's so many. Maybe we'll camp again after the after we've been to this village. What was I saying? I was saying something, and I forgot what it was. But yeah, I think we'll be coming here quite often, and talking to our characters, and yeah, it's nice. I'll come here sort of like when it makes sense, you know, like between areas and such, which I suppose is what you do anyway. But I'll try not to power game it too much, or say I must ask him about that. Let's go to the party camp right now. I'll try and do it and space it out. But I mean, at this situation, it does make sense that we do it now. Okay, how do I leave the world map? Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess now we'll break camp and go. We had a nice rest. Gather your party.